All right, we are back. It's a Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C from Superfruit Acerola. I'm Dave. I'm hosting. You guys should probably know me by now. It'd be weird if you didn't. But if you're new here, I'm Dave. I don't normally host. Will's in Michigan. So we got a special guest. We'll get to him in a moment. Joining me in studio, as always, it's Randy Trimbacki.
As always, it is me. Hello. David, thanks for having me on for the little time I'll be on today.
Also joining us is Dylan Shivery.
Hello, Dave. Very happy to be here. Randy, how about you just get your little stupid announcement out of the way? So
Hold on.
We're going to introduce everyone.
Dylan does not want Randy on the show today. He's made that pretty clear.
So here we are a minute in, and people think you're like an actual part of the episode, and it's going to throw everybody off.
All the new listeners today, yes, they think that I am a constant host. But I am a constant host on Do You Know It, a game show that was on Patreon yesterday. Go check it out.
Very cool. Special guest joining us in studio. You guys know him from LinkedIn and his previous career as producer of the Touching Base podcast, the Ross Bolin podcast, Power Plant, Backdoor Cover, among other things.
Jump to Champ.
I'm trying to get your own plugs out of the way.
Micah's Read of the Week.
Micah's Read of the Week. If you're a newsletter person, I hope you are, because look out.
Me.
It's Michael Wiener.
The mind of
Hi,
Micah
everybody.
himself.
It's great to be here. As I've told Dave and Dylan and the whole crew, I will not be doing plugs as a bit today. So if you were turned off by that the last time, don't skip ahead to next week's episode. We're good. I will get in a plug or two.
Yeah, to be clear, he will plug his shit.
But we're not going to keep track of them.
But
it's not going to be a thing.
It was 19.
Yeah, the caveat of as a bit really does a lot of work in that.
It's great to be here with you guys. Thank you for having me. And it's always a thrill. Always a thrill.
Thank you for joining us today, Micah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great. I love it. I'm sorry that Will can't be here.
He said he's having a good time.
It's summertime in northern Michigan.
He's rubbing shoulders with some big Michigan players. We'll let him tell that story next
Didn't
week.
his concert just get canceled in North Dakota? Kid Rocks.
Talking Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, due to high winds.
Oh.
Wind, darling. Anyway, Micah, we're happy to have you, but you are following one of the most electric episodes we've ever done with Dan Register and Barrett Dudley yesterday, only on Patreon.
Whoa.
Thoughts on that? Thoughts on being the guy who's rounding out the week? Because I don't think we got a guest tomorrow. Ross is moving, as you know.
Oh, yeah, yes, Ross is using my mover.
Tell me about that, because he was tweeting about it.
Wait, are they hunky and in college?
No, they're not. They're not. Well, they're hunky, but they're not in college. No, as you guys know, perhaps I did the Ross Bolin podcast 500th episode a couple weeks ago. It was the first time I'd been on the show since the end of Grand X, and it was nice. Ross and I caught up. We had a nice chat, and he said he was moving. I said I got just the guy. It's my man Robert. I don't know Robert's last name. He recently moved me to my new home in Dripping Springs, which was great. He came with a 3-man crew, him and 2 other dudes.
Does that cost extra?
Yes, it was more than I was quoted previously, but they did a great job. I'm not even touching that, Dave. Thank you.
Dave.
To have a 3-man crew? That's a lot of... Dude, I have no...
Robert might be the world's strongest man. He is a literal ox. I've never seen anyone carry the things that Robert can carry. So shouts to Robert.
If he's a literal
local
ox,
business.
Do you pay him in U.S. currency, or do you just give him like some feed and some water?
You set out a trough for him?
Yeah.
He preferred water and cash. So that's
Okay.
actually Venmo is what he preferred. So that's what we did.
On the table. I love
but
that.
Sounds like he's reporting that income.
If you ask me what the name of his company is, I don't know. Is his giant white moving van marked in any way? No, it is just white. I don't know his last name.
Does Uncle Sam know about his business?
I don't know. He's got 2 or 3 businesses. He also owns or is a partner in a hookah lounge.
Me too.
Anyway, Robert's a great guy. And I at one point, we loaded all of our belongings into his truck. And then I was like, all right, I'll see you at the house. And I took off and I beat him there. And then I realized, I don't know anything about this man. And if he just drove away with everything that we own, that would be unfortunate.
That would be quite the
but I actually,
operation to just
Yeah, that would really be
Some
something.
bad reviews.
Pretend to be a mover and just steal like a whole household.
You'd have to go on Nextdoor and lodge a complaint.
You know, and to tie it back to this podcast, I first met Robert because Danny, my former landlord in the pool house,
Ah, yes. He
hired
came up
Robert
yesterday.
several times to move women in and out of the pool house. So Robert was like on speed dial, and he was like, "Just call Robert." And now Robert is now connecting to the Ross Bolin experience.
Robert sounds like he might have a role as a security architect for like a meth operation out of New Mexico.
I wouldn't go there. I would support Robert. He does a nice job. He moves fast. He's very kind. I will say one other thing though. Any 3-man moving team, one of those, and it doesn't matter if they are the hunks of college or the guy Robert and his unmarked van.
The hunks of college. Don't
Just call
class
them
it
the
up.
college honks. Okay.
You classed up the
College
name.
hunks. One of the 3 guys will suck. Like this one guy walked right in the front door, even though I said go in through the garage. The first piece of equipment or the first piece of furniture and just scraped up the entryway.
Yeah.
And then like the other guys, Robert is carrying a TV console that is the size of this room on his shoulder.
He's
like
a
it's
literal ox.
like an ox. And his third
It's a
guy,
centaur.
his third guy is literally walking in with 2 throw pillows. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, we
you're
don't
just
need
you're
you.
not
So-
keeping up with the rest of the
Throw him on
squad here.
Robert's
Micah, you don't have to
console.
disclose this, but did any of the movers bleed on any of your furniture?
I don't believe so.
We got some college hunk blood on our couch.
We got hunk blood.
Could they also be professional boxers? And who are he going to defeat?
Oh, yeah, we did have a mover who moved us into this new office who was showing me the key to beating Canelo.
The same hunk who bled on the couch.
He did bleed on
He's
the
a
couch.
bleeder.
This
We
is
sold
after
the couch.
He's a real young bleeder.
Turns
Oh,
out,
did you?
Not
Turns
because
out-
of the hunk blood, just because we needed to get rid of it.
Mike, if you ever face Canelo for any reason, turns out you just got to pop the jab a little bit.
Yeah, that's all I
Well,
got. No
it's
one's
real-
thought of that yet.
It's good to know that when that fight comes along, I always tell people, you know, Micah, you fought a fighter from Bellator. You're a professional cage fighter. And I say, I am retired until that right bag of money shows
The
up.
money's right.
If
sure.
the money's right, I'm 10 minutes away from being off the couch and back in the ring. So if you're listening, Canelo Alvarez, I know you're coming off of a loss. You might want to, get a little easier opponent, somebody who's on a little bit of might have a little ring rust. I am available to fight you for the right amount of money, and I will call our college hunk bleeder who will give me the tips to whip your ass.
Micah, you got to think that phone call's not coming.
Yeah, he's got Triple G coming up in a couple months.
Well, maybe
Trilogy
after
fight.
Triple G.
You think he needs a little tune-up fight before Triple G?
Yeah. You got
Hey,
you and Triple
if
G
it's
have
a
a lot
fist-
in common.
A little fist exhibition between now and Triple G might be in order.
You did get second place in that jiu-jitsu tournament.
That is
Two
true.
different weight classes, actually.
Yeah, it's true.
It's pretty impressive.
A lot of
man.
people in that
Top
tournament,
two.
right?
Top 2.
Hey, Randy, what are you doing here? What's this about?
Yeah,
I'm
get
making
outta
it-
here.
I'm making an announcement.
All right, go ahead.
So this is going to be our last free episode of Circling Back on the Wash Media YouTube. We're doing a little bit of YouTube change up strategy here. So we're not stopping video for the podcast, but we are going to be making separate channels for each show now. So if next week, starting Monday, August 1st. So if you guys are looking for the episodes for all of our podcasts and go to Wash Media's YouTube, they will not be there. So if subscribe to your favorite podcast channel, there will be one for Circling Back, Too Much Dip, Sunday Scaries, and Mail-In, and we'll be uploading everything there. We're just trying to work with YouTube's algorithm, everything. So Wash Media's YouTube channel is still going to exist. That's where we're going to be doing all our original content and live streams. So stay subscribed. And actually, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. But yeah, that's where we're going to be doing all of our new stuff. So be looking out that all old episodes will remain on this YouTube channel, Wash Media. But going forward, everything else after Monday will be on their own separate channels. So I don't think
That's funny.
All right.
That was hilarious. Thanks,
so
Randy.
That's about it. So live streams will stay on Wash
I
Media.
think he's
too.
playing. I think that's your walk-off music.
Do you want to announce the live stream too, since we're talking live stream?
I do, thanks. We're doing a live stream tomorrow. We got DJ from the Brunch Podcast, our good friend DJ. Pete can't make it, unfortunately, but it's going to be Shark Week. You guys familiar with this? Shark Week? It's a play on Shark Week, Micah, and we're doing
see.
charcuterie boards. We're
Yes,
ranking
this
them.
is a theme.
It is a theme.
We've
We had
done
a
this
lot.
before. I think I was a part of one of those at one point.
It's
Or I was
usually
a part of a breakfast ranking live stream at one
Oh
point,
yes,
too.
the breakfast one.
Breakfast for dinner situation.
That's
Some
right.
dank breakfast we saw.
I hate the term dank.
I love it.
I don't want to fight with you.
Our
'cause it's
shrooms
your
guy
show,
at
but
the taco place we go to, he says dank, and so that's what I say.
Oh, you mean the
the Detroit mushroom guy.
no different?
No,
mushroom
it's a
guy.
guy
Shouts
at
to him.
one of our favorite local breakfast spots. He also he works the counter there, but also doubles as a shrooms dealer. So
Okay, well, if
we
you're
won't name
referring
the
to
place.
mushrooms, then yes, or marijuana, you can use the term dank. If you're referring to food,
No.
that's just gross.
One
Just
time-
don't do that.
One time my order there was so great. He walked up, he goes, "This looks dank," and so
I was there. This happened.
Now I
What?
say it.
Oh,
I got the ranchero breakfast, of course.
Okay, would
Eggs
you-
over medium with
Okay.
sausage.
I won't ask where this is happening. I know you're a big Monty's breakfast guy, so that's probably what we're
No,
talking
I'm
about.
not.
Yeah, the funny thing about that was he probably sees about, I don't know, 50 of those made per day. And just this one caught his eye and he's like, dude, this is the one.
They made
guy.
it extra dank for me.
This one got
extra dank for daddy.
this one had a little dank on the side.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a huevos rancheros
A little
would
pink
be
sauce.
kind of by definition dank because it would be moist and wet and
Jesus.
What are you doing?
just saying.
That-
I'm
you,
just saying.
Jessica.
I just went OJ there. I'm sorry. I don't even know what happened.
It's okay.
It happens, man.
Yeah, so hey, Shark Week tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, 7 CST, Randy. That's Central Standard Time.
Nope, it's daylight time.
Whatever.
Chicago time.
Wash Media YouTube. If you have a charcuterie board you'd like to submit, please direct message. That's DM to the kids. The Circling Back Instagram account. Only the Instagram account. Please get those over. Otherwise, we're just going to rate stock photos of charcuterie boards. And it's maybe funny to 5 people, but that's usually how it goes.
All right, that's it. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Hey, Randy. Thanks, man. All right. There he goes.
Ooh, I love
Ran
watching
Man.
Randy walk away. That man is
He should have plugged
he
his
is
IG.
caked up. Can
Did
we
y'all-
tell?
what
Can we
was he
tell the
even
people
plugging?
what? I don't know what he was talking
What
about.
are you talking about?
Can we tell the people what Randy's new bit is? I'm
No,
not going
no,
to tell
no.
them what the bit is,
No,
but
no,
can
no.
we tell them what the bit, how they can identify the bit, or do we just let this go?
Let's let it happen.
I'll just say
organically.
Randy is doing a bit on social media. You may not know it unless you're looking for it. Look for it now.
Did you don't even know it,
It's
do
very
you?
self-indulging. Oh, yes, I do. I know what it is. He explained it earlier, and I find it repulsive.
Do you? Because I feel like it's right up your alley.
It's repulsive,
Okay.
but also kind of sexy.
All right. So we got Micah here. He really likes this bit. So Micah's here, and something I like to do when Micah's on is just kind of give him the platform. Micah has yet to be deplatformed as much as he'd like to try, and there's a couple things that are topical that I thought Micah might have some takes on, and you could choose either one, or you can do both. Do you have any Elon takes, or do you have any Aaron Rodgers takes you'd like to get off your chest while we're sitting here?
Sure. I try not to pay attention to Aaron Rodgers. We'll start with him. He is proven himself not to be a serious person, and really has proven himself to be a person that should not be listened to about anything based on the words that he has said.
Would you say he's kind of a jackass?
I think that's a very fair. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
call Aaron Rodgers a jackass. The fact that he showed up looking like Nick Cage to training camp was, I don't think it was done in a intentional, funny manner, but it was kind of funny. If that was a bit, that's a pretty good bit.
It was definitely a bit.
What, you think it was coincidence?
You think he just looks like that now?
Yes, I do. He was also in Austin last week, hanging out with Aubrey Marcus and John Wolfe at On It, working out. I don't have time for I don't have time for off-season NFL news to start, especially for teams I don't care about. It's just not something that reaches my level of interest.
Okay.
And anything involving Aaron Rodgers that doesn't involve him playing football on a Sunday or a Monday or a Thursday, I try to ignore.
Do you think he linked with Elon when he was here? Because he wasn't here, as you mentioned, working out at the On It. Our friends at On It, their facility.
Yes. I don't think he did, but I wouldn't rule it out.
You know how they have the big.
Do you think Elon is a big football guy? Big pro football guy?
No.
Something tells me no.
Yeah.
He's too busy fucking. Actually, apparently, he said he hasn't had sex in ages on Twitter. So tough scene for him.
Okay, so now we're talking about him, huh?
Well, you want some?
If you'd like
you have
to.
some Elon takes.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
you?
look, truth be told, Dave, 2 minutes before we started, said, "Do you have any takes on Elon or Aaron Rodgers?" So I haven't had a lot of time to think about these, but Elon continues to show himself to be an unserious person and a clown.
Mhm.
I don't know why anyone would be surprised as a man who is obviously a person with great big ideas, who's delivered on some big promises, but mostly lies all the time about pretty much everything. Would mostly lie and enter into a deal in bad faith with a company as important to us as Twitter. Yeah, I don't care much for Mr. Musk and his jackrabbit-like fucking.
So your beef with him is about backing out of the Twitter deal.
No, I don't even. Yes, actually, I guess it is.
Okay.
He just entered into the deal in such bad faith. The whole maneuver.
It kind of seemed like a stunt a little bit.
It seemed like a
seemed
stunt.
Kind of a bit, but
it seemed insincere.
Yeah, several
jump.
$billion bit, and that he would back out. And then the thing that I dislike more than Elon Musk is the Elon Musk fanboys. I don't know if they have a nickname, Muskers or
The Musketeers.
Musk Nation.
the Musketeers. They bother me because my favorite thing is when news came that he's buying Twitter. The Musketeers, one of which I work with, hi Logan, was just like, "Hey,
Hi,
you
Logan.
think Logan's listening?
no, he has no idea who you guys are.
Let's keep it that way.
He's a Zoomer. Yeah. Anyway, he was just like, "Oh, well, I think all of social media is about to change." I'm like, "Why is that?" He's like, "Oh, because Elon's buying Twitter and he's going to make the algorithm public, and that's going to change the whole way everything happens."
Wait, were we talking Web3?
I don't know what
Hey,
he was talking
Hey, this
about.
dude's stuck on Web 2. It's so embarrassing.
Adam, can you believe it?
You're such a Web 2 guy.
You do have Web2 vibes.
Fair enough. And then I talked to somebody else who was like, "Oh yeah, Elon, Twitter's gonna be so much better after Elon buys it." I'm like, "Why is that?" And he just named like 3 or 4 features that he wanted on Twitter that he just assumed that since Elon is 100% going to institute this. So basically, the Musketeers just take whatever they want and say, Elon will do it. And that's why we love Elon.
Mike, I got to interrupt. I got to ask, when are we going to get an edit button on Twitter?
When are you going to get your Cybertruck that you put $1,000 down for that
Dylan
said was
did.
coming in 6 months and
Dylan's
has been
getting a
2.5
Cybertruck.
years?
I'm not getting a Cybertruck.
You almost got a Cybertruck.
I put a deposit down for the Model 3 way back in the day.
This was pre-truck.
Is Dylan still sending out emails to the other employees at Wash Media in the same tone that Elon is, that said, you will be working a minimum, and I mean a minimum of 40 hours a week in office or else?
No.
You threatening anybody via
Dylan-
email?
Not yet. I hadn't come to that.
Non-spawn, but Dylan's using Grammarly now, so his tone is
My tone
it's
is
much more
really-
upbeat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
big
hey,
Grammarly
guys.
guy.
If you could put in 40 hours, it'd be pretty cool. Hey, speaking of trucks, have you seen the dick on Russell Wilson?
I
Adam,
have
help
not.
us out.
Show us the dick, Adam.
I mean, look, it's only fitting that we go from Elon, Tesla truck, to Russell Wilson,
I really have no
training
idea.
camp
I
truck.
really have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
me neither.
Okay, well, we're waiting on the image here. Hopefully,
Do we actually have it?
yeah, it's the Russell Wilson thing.
The truck?
Yeah,
I thought we were going to see his dick.
No. The joke here is, and it's always
you
a
pull
good
up the
joke if
link
you have to
from the-
explain it minutes later. The joke here is that he has a huge penis because he drives a huge truck.
Oh.
Yeah, the visual is
I thought
key.
you were referring to his wagon
It is
or
not,
something like his butt.
not
in
true.
a
No,
random-
no.
There it is. Okay.
That's a big
I just
truck.
wanted to point
Oh,
out
man.
this is how
I hate this.
he arrived to
I'm just-
training camp.
Russell Wilson is the ultimate tryhard. I know where Dylan stands on this guy.
Oh, Micah, he is the ultimate boner. Like
He
he
is
the guy
just
is
the
he just
worst.
sucks.
The
There's
juxtaposition.
no way that's his actual vehicle.
No, that's his daily driver, Dylan. That's what he runs over to the HEB or whatever the HEB equivalent in Denver is.
Those
did he
KC lights.
how did he
Remember
lock
KC
down-
lights were a thing?
That was tight.
How did he lock down Ciara?
Because, and I don't want to be disrespectful.
How?
A beautiful woman and talented, also kind of a tryhard boner, for lack of a better term.
No one talks about her going from Future to Russell Wilson.
Different
Like,
guys.
could
Just
not-
different
could not
personalities.
be more different.
One guy might have been a serial cheater.
Also, a serial purple drink sipper. Very open about his lean intake.
Very open.
Russell
transparent.
Wilson, the biggest dork in professional sports.
I don't, and this is going to sound terrible. so I'm going to say it on a podcast to hundreds of thousands of people. Russell Wilson and Sierra, when was the last time Sierra had a hit song?
It's
been like
been
a
a minute.
decade plus.
but hey, she still looks good.
She looks good. That's great.
Dude, 1-2
But, like,
step still goes.
All they want to do is I remember they hosted some charity event on television. It's like, why are we picking these two human beings other than they're attractive? I'm out. I'm out on both of them.
We got to discuss
But I'm really out on Russell.
showing up to training camp in your own jersey.
If Russell Wilson is my quarterback, if I'm on the team,
Like, just to be clear, that's him. You know it's him because he's wearing his jersey.
That's definitely right. That's how you can identify him quite easily. But if he's like he does little to inspire me. Like I can't. I'm not gonna.
Well, Dave's Texas Rangers signed him and took him to training or to spring training just to
That's
inspire
right.
the team. That was the sales pitch. Was like, we know he's not going to play baseball, but just when the guys will get around him, they'll see his leadership.
Do you think he had anything to say to, like, I don't know, Adrian Beltre that, really helped out, like Adrian, something he'd never heard before? Like, wow, never really thought of that. Thank you, Russell Wilson.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
I just don't think enough's being made about this was his training camp day one fit. And this is the best the Broncos social media team could do. This is on the heels of the Let's Ride, the infamous Let's Ride video.
I mean, he has a history of cringy behavior.
A history of bonerisms.
Of course, running the invisible 2-minute offense
Correct.
before a game.
Huddle included.
With no teammates involved. He was just going through the motions. He was calling plays in an invisible huddle.
I have a prediction. And let's say 5 to 10 years from now, I don't know how much longer Russell Wilson's going to play. He's sort of at the tail end of his prime. He's probably on the way down, but let's say he's got another 5 years. Russell Wilson is going to navigate the last 2 or 3 years of his career to be an on-television, broadcast person, and it will go poorly. He is going to command. One of these networks will pay him tens of millions of dollars. I'm thinking like Drew Brees. Like, he's going to be hyped. He's got a great resume. He's a good-looking guy. He's never said anything interesting in his entire life, and he'll get a very high-paying job that he will flame out in about a year, and no one will care. Remember Drew Brees? Oh, NBC got Drew Brees. Wow, that's awesome. Then they were like, yeah, we're just going to let Drew walk, and people aren't lining up. Even Outkick isn't just showing up for Drew Brees. He's not hawking limes on the pregame show.
I can't stand
Outkick.
it. That Beans vehicle is the most perfect thing of all time. How is he? I hate him.
Look, Romo got the bag. And Romo was fun. I don't think he took a step back last season. Last season was not a good season for him.
But there are just some people that, like, Drew Brees is going to get I just remember, had Drew Brees ever said anything interesting in his entire career? And we were fans of Drew Brees. He's a local, it's fine. But no, why would anyone think that he was going to be dynamic on television?
I didn't think he was horrible. I just thought he was just a guy. He was just there. Like, he wasn't doing play-by-play or color commentary. He was in the studio, like, holding the football in his suit or whatever. And he never really had much. And, like, I forgot all about that, honestly.
Russell Wilson was at the dealership buying this vehicle. And he was like, I want to add, I want to put like a grill on it. Let me see what you got. And they opened the brochure, and he's just like, you know what? I just want every accessory possible. Just stuff it all in my vehicle.
I need
please.
a suspension lift.
No, he took that to West Coast Customs.
I need the 5th tire on top of the hood. I know no one's doing that, but please do it for me.
He's probably got a 6th one on the back. What a ridiculous vehicle.
Oh, of course it has the snorkel. I'm just now noticing. So
in case he goes underwater.
Yeah, just in case you want to drive your truck underwater, which
you never know.
People do all the time.
With flooding. Hey, tell me this.
What an asshole.
That tire on top of the vehicle, let's say you get a flat and that's your only spare. How do you get that thing off?
Well, Russell Wilson, notoriously short.
He probably
as
takes
well.
his shirt off and he's like,
he calls
he tire
AAA.
flips it off the
he's like,
vehicle.
let's fuck. He probably wants to get a flat so we can take it off. The top.
No, Russell Wilson is calling AAA 100%. He's
I'm
not
calling
tall enough
AAA
to get
too.
that.
You can't park in a garage with that thing on top.
It's outrageous.
Can't do it.
Hey, that'd be the only way he ever sniffed AAA.
What a douchebag. Oh, he's talking baseball. No, I think he's talking baseball.
Oh, that's good.
I'm on fire today.
Took me a second. That was
Give me
good.
the rock.
He also gives me kind of Dwayne Wade vibes. Another guy who was very successful, had a great career, much better probably than Russell Wilson, but takes himself to be some sort of fashion and entertainment superstar. Nobody cares about these guys.
Also, famously, his wife, Gabrielle Union, talked about the joys of eating ass. So,
Oh, are we going to talk about Instagram now?
you want to plug it?
Oh, well, sure. We can plug my Instagram at Micah Wiener, MICAHWIENER. You can also visit micahwiener.com today to get started on your home buying journey. I would love to be your certified mortgage advisor. You can join certified backer Corey Self as listeners to this podcast who have worked with me to secure their home via a mortgage.
No plugs for bits, though.
But no bits. We'll talk about my Instagram at Micah Wiener. What I'm seeing a lot of on the reels is just weird. And I don't know if I'm a pervert.
I love this. The love is coming. Let's dig in.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I just want to share this with other people because my algorithm is 100% videos of porn stars appearing on podcasts talking about the most absurd and inappropriate things. I'll just put it that way. Sort of revolting, I think, is maybe the word. I don't know how this happened. I've never liked any of them. I've never searched for them.
I hate to do this because I want to, I want to believe in the narrative that Micah is just super horny on Instagram and he's double tapping away at all these crazy whatever. But I can't because I get served really weird shit all the time. And like each day it's like a new theme. I'll get served like a bunch of like Justin Bieber concert videos. Like I don't even listen to Justin.
It's pretty
Bieber.
sick though.
Okay,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
getting videos of Dua Lipa all day long.
Well,
and I don't.
She's very attractive.
Okay. I've
But-
never. What?
but
why,
yeah,
why is that coming to
It
me?
makes no sense. It really doesn't. I get served like a bunch of like yacht videos. Like, okay, these yachts are really
Y'all are
sick.
complaining. This sounds dope.
But I'm just saying, like, it
Dua
makes
Lipa and yachts?
It makes no sense. Like the videos they serve to you. So, Micah, I don't know why I'm coming to your defense here.
Thank you.
But I am.
Mike, I've never thought of you as a diabolically horny guy.
I'm not Deshaun Watson levels of
Certainly
age.
Certainly not.
You're just a regular horny guy.
Yeah, you're just like every other guy in
Normal
here.
horny.
You're just a horny lad.
Thank you. Thank you.
How does this tie in with new
I'll say
Instagram?
this: I'm not as H as my timeline makes me appear, and I will stand by that.
Well, I don't get on TikTok anymore because
Here,
the
like,
variety of stuff that gets thrown my way on TikTok is it's across the board, man. What do you got?
Well, I just opened it up, and here's something: a woman talking about condoms on a podcast called Pillow Talk. I don't understand what's happening.
Condoms are very important, despite what some people will tell
Man,
you.
that is a horny
I
feed.
get a lot of these Shakira
Dylan is
TikTok
genuinely
dancing videos.
surprised by how horny this feed is. I can tell you, if you're not watching the video, you got to watch.
It's too much, man.
For some
Need a-
reason,
need a still of
Instagram
that.
has identified you as a diabolically horny man, and they're serving you what they think you're going to enjoy.
And I'm not enjoying it.
Are you?
No, I'm going to be honest. I'm not enjoying it.
Tell me this.
I'm not really enjoying anything on Instagram these days. I
is
don't
it-
want to sound like, Chrissy Teigen going at the director of product on Twitter, which she did yesterday. But
Good.
like, the pivot to video is a loser for me.
Tell me this. Is it to the point to where you don't open Instagram in the presence of coworkers or your wife?
I'm more considerate of the ramifications that may happen. If we just get into bed, I'm not moving to open Instagram because things are inappropriately H.
Sure.
Now my coworkers, they're diabolically H. They I'm not trying to out anybody.
Don't
here,
out
but,
anybody.
they're H'er than my timeline is.
Hmm.
They're not Deshaun Watson H, but
Good.
nobody is.
Nobody is. Is he going to get like 4 games? Is that what they said? Like, seems like a insufficient suspension, but okay. Are you guys running the new Instagram yet? Because I'm not.
Dylan is, right?
Honestly,
I am.
didn't even know it was a thing until recently.
Yeah, I am. And I got to say, I'm not a fan at all. I kind of hate it, actually. And I'm not the only one. I've seen some booty chatter about it on the TO.
People
My
are
wife
talking.
People are talking.
was a part of the beta and did not care for it at all. I think she disabled it, but she was just like, "This is weird."
I didn't know you could disable
I
it.
think there's a way to disable.
Yeah, so basically, it looks normal to start, right? And then if you try to scroll, I don't know. I'm just holding my phone up right now. I'm sure you can't even see it. It just fills up the whole screen instead of scrolling down. It just like blows up to the whole screen, and then you scroll. It doesn't like. I don't know how you describe.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So basically, you're getting an extra second or two of eyeball time if you're a content creator, because you can't just swipe through. Is that fair to say? We are content creators.
Maybe.
It just seems to put you into a portal. It takes you to a different app.
What is
It's not what you signed up for.
Hey, what is the endless scroll thing that we're so big at Grand X? What do we call it?
Infinite scroll.
Infinite.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a
That game changer.
Yeah, people are gonna be on the site for literally hours just reading.
Infinitely.
Yeah, like 4
Turns
minutes.
out,
Never
turns
gonna
out
leave.
that they weren't. Yeah, they stopped coming all together. Believe it or not.
Okay, wasn't that bad. We had some good
On
blogs.
some of the sites.
We did some blogging. Let's talk about our good friends at Early Bird.
Oh,
Mhm.
hell yeah.
Early Bird
Mhm.
CBD, Early Bird gummies. You've heard us talk about them. It's a recreational hemp product, and they contain roughly 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and roughly 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. They are formulated for fun and make you feel good.
You know, every batch is individually tested, so you can see exactly how strong they are too, and
Do you
labeled
look?
as such.
Do you look when you open a new one?
I do.
I do too.
I go for the big boys.
You do?
You
Oh,
would.
yeah. Anything
Yeah,
over
you're
2.8,
wild like
I'm
that.
like, oh, let's fucking rock.
Oh, these are going to be dank.
Dank.
I take one quite literally every weeknight. It's like 8 o'clock comes around. I'm taking one. I'm watching an episode of The Boys, Adam. You know what's up. I'm very topical.
People
Not
like
really
The
late
Boys.
on it.
Never
It's a good
seen that.
show.
I don't
Good
do
show.
superhero stuff, but I know it's
Liz is
anti-superhero.
watching it too.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it's like anti-hero. Anyway, helps me fall asleep. I track my sleep quality with one of these apps, the wrist thing, the Whoop thing. And my sleep quality is phenomenal when I take an Early Bird CBD. That's a true story.
I too am obsessed with Early Bird. I took one last night, as I do pretty much every night. They make me just very calm and a little bit high, not too much high, in control high, but I feel great and I sleep so well. I go to bed early. Is the best thing in my night routine.
Yeah, and more importantly than how good the product is, they were pretty much our first sponsor when we launched the new venture, the
Not-
Wash Media Empire.
Not pretty much. They were.
They were.
Yeah.
And not only were they our first sponsor, they let us use their studio
Yeah.
for basically, nothing.
They paid us in cash.
They
too,
paid us in
which
cash.
was sick.
Did you
Wow.
report that income, Dylan?
I did.
Good.
Believe it or not.
Very cool.
Early Bird also a proud sponsor and a supporter of Mind of Micah and Backdoor Cover. So they're supporting
Wow.
MWBK as well.
Oh,
Shouts to our friends over there. It's awesome, man. It's a really great
It is a
product. It
fantastic
ships to all
product.
50 states. It's fantastic. I can't recommend it highly
And
enough.
yes, the THC is actual THC. If you're confused,
You will fail a drug test. This is something I was
The reason
told.
it is legal is because it is
But-
derived from the hemp plant,
That's right.
not from marijuana.
It's like the perfect amount of THC you're allowed to have with a CBD product. And that's why
It's a microdose.
I look at it as a microdose. I'm sure that's how they refer to it. And that's all I need. I feel great.
It's a recreational microdose. I love it. Shouts to our friends over there.
We got a discount code. You ready for this, Dylan? If you go over to earlybirdcbd.com and use promo code STEAM, that's earlybirdcbd.com, use promo code STEAM, you're going to get 20% off. So one-time use, so load up, but check it out, earlybirdcbd.com, promo code STEAM for 20%.
STEAM. Steam.
Thank you for spelling that.
Steam.
STEAM. That would be a good club name.
Steam. It's just sweaty in there.
Austin's
It's
hottest,
just that
literal hottest club.
we keep it at 84 degrees in there. It's such a dance floor. Everyone's just all moist and
Dank, some might
sweaty.
say.
It's just like a sauna. It's like a Rogan sauna. He's got
Just nothing but those infrared red lights.
The
in
infrared
entire place.
sauna. You ever
Yeah.
done one of those?
Yeah, they had one on it. I used to do it every day when I trained there.
Did it help?
No, it's just. I mean, I got sweaty. It's a sauna.
You think A-Raj dabbles in sauna?
I think he probably does.
I'm a cold plunge guy. Did you know that?
depends what a shaman tells him to do, probably at this point.
I did not know you're a cold plunger.
Yeah.
Do you have one at your house?
He did it once on vacation. He's a cold plunge guy now.
Correct.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, facts.
Lit.
I would like to go swim with you at, what's the cold one? Is it Deep Eddy, the cold one, or Barton Springs?
Well, they're both.
You're a
Barton
Sunday.
Springs is colder.
Mike has a
Well,
Sunday
Deep Eddy
swim
comes from
guy.
the same spring.
It's Trust me,
is it
it's
not as
colder.
cold?
No, it's not. I went the other day. It's not as
Alright.
cold.
Cool.
But
Really?
it's chilly.
I only dabble in sub 60, but we'll see.
You're gonna have to find a cold plunge somewhere.
I guess I am. Gonna have to
Aubrey
get-
was selling them on Instagram for a while.
I saw that. There was a
They're
giveaway.
basically just like a freezer that you stick in your garage and then you fill it with water.
You can.
That's what it looked like.
Apparently, there's a hack. I love hacks, life hacks, everything.
Yeah,
You can buy a meat freezer, and you can just fill it up, and it works the same. It'll
Also,
hold the
correct.
temp.
Here's another way you could do it. You just take a bunch of ice, fill your bathtub up, boom, cold plunge.
Who's got? I guess money bags over here can afford that.
I mean,
Yeah, the price
fucking
of
Val
of
Kilmer
ice,
over
three
here.
thanks,
bags
Joe
of
Biden.
ice is probably a lot cheaper than chilling a cold plunge. But yeah, you do what you want. Do whatever you want to do, man.
Hey, why don't you just let me do my thing? You
Yeah.
guys seen this pink sauce?
I need to know more about this pink sauce.
Adam, when you get a sec, can you pull up the pink sauce story? I've been seeing this trending. I'm a big guy who follows trends, and we don't have to play it, but I just wanted you guys to get an eye for what this pink sauce is.
Can you play it without the audio, so we don't distract people? I'd like to hear it. Or like to see this.
I don't know if it's worth. We're looking at the pink sauce. People are like, "What's pink sauce?" Okay, a TikTok person, a noted TikTok personality. I believe her name is Chef Pie, Pii.
It says pronounced P.
Chef P should have known. She just developed this proprietary in-house pink sauce and posted it on TikTok. She had like 800 followers, and then she blew up. And she blew up so hard that she decided to start selling it. And problem is, when she sold it, there is milk in the product. She did not ship it refrigerated, so it was going out across the country in like bag shipping containers. And people were getting it. It was exploded when they got it. People were posting it on TikTok, posting it on Twitter. And now it's a whole thing. And apparently it tastes like ranch. And there's even an LA Times article about it.
Can I read the ingredients real quick?
I'd
Dave?
love you to.
The pink sauce website lists the condiment's main ingredients as honey, chili, garlic, sunflower seed oil, and dragon fruit, aka pitaya. The product's early label, a pop-up ad just got in my way. Let me delete that. It said the early label had a more complete list, however. Water, sunflower seed oil, raw honey, distilled vinegar, garlic, pitaya, pink Himalayan sea salt, and less than 2% dried spices, lemon juice, milk, like Dave said, and citric acid. She then later changed the label to say dry milk as opposed to just milk. And now you have to refrigerate the sauce.
You know who else went to dry milk or powdered milk? The founder of McDonald's,
Yes.
Micah. You remember that?
If we were to read a
certainly
recap of that, where could we find that?
It's not the archive of post-grad
do. It
problems.
is my single favorite blog you ever wrote, Dave.
Pretty much you and 2,500 other people have read it, and I appreciate
Dave's review of The Founder.
it was actually a pretty good piece of content. I felt good about it.
I got a kick out of it. The pink sauce none of those ingredients really sound like they would create a coherent sauce that I would want to put on anything.
No. But it is pink.
Micah,
It is pink.
you consider yourself somewhat of a libertarian, and so you don't think that this should be regulated.
Look, the joke is on all of us because we're making fun of Chef Pie. If you don't think
P,
that
it's Chef P.
Oh, Chef P, I'm sorry. If you don't think
They used to call-
It's called Dave
Oh,
Chef
God
P
damn it.
back
You
in
beat
college
me.
for a
You
different
beat me.
reason.
Hold
altogether.
on.
Good one.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
they're
saying?
fist bumping.
I
you
do know that story. That's funny.
I don't know why though.
Over there on Dorn Island, fist bumping Dorn.
The joke is on all of us because this woman is clearly going to trademark pink sauce, and Heinz will be making it, or Unilever, or it'll be on the shelf of HEB before the end of the year. That's my prediction, and she'll be rich, and so I'm happy for her. Perhaps her shipping methods could be improved, but there will be a way to make this shelf stable, and this woman will win. And we all lose.
Hey,
So
I don't want to knock the hustle here,
Yeah.
It's a girl boss who's trying to win, and apparently she is.
she responded to some of the backlash with a video, and she weirdly went on a rant about how like it's affecting her and how her child has an EpiPen, and she actually tells her child who's off camera to go get the EpiPen, and she's like, we can't even go to Benihana. because he's got an allergy, a seafood allergy. Not sure what that has to do with the pink sauce, but she's really trying to put up a force field, like a shield. Like, look, my kid's got an EpiPen.
She's going like Steve Bannon and just flooding the zone with shit.
Everyone deserves a right to go to Benihana, though.
Honestly, the biggest glaring omission in Austin is that there's not a Benihana.
We used to have one.
What happened?
I don't know. Do you think that she could have a backyard Benihana situation? Like what is that called? When you guys have seen this?
Oh yeah,
you participate in these, right? Where the
That's not.
We were supposed to once.
Yeah, the chef comes and throws shrimp in your mouth.
Jeez, at the same time?
Which one does he do first?
What's our problem? No, it's not that funny.
The
Anyway.
hibachi at home, some might say.
Okay.
So this woman's gonna sell enough pink sauce that she can have no shellfish there, and her children can eat chicken or whatever. It'll be fine.
I would just not take my kid to Benihana.
Yeah, there's probably not something worth complaining about, but she probably knows the virality of what she's doing.
Yeah,
Would we be talking about her if she was just a woman selling pink sauce?
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't know. I feel like we should once we get a little bit more information on what's being served, because as you noted, the nutritional label has all sorts of errors on it. It said that there was 444 servings in one bottle. One bottle, $20.
That's a lot.
It's a typo. She's like, yeah, we screwed that up. Kind of a big one, but we should get some pink sauce here. You know, I'm the guy who does the snack runs for the office. It's kind of in my job description, and I could maybe make that happen.
I'm not going to try the pink
Okay.
sauce, man.
Don't our friends at Hat Creek have a pink sauce? They don't call it pink sauce, but it is a pink fry sauce.
Yeah,
Is it pink?
It's pink.
it's the color of mayonnaise mixed with ketchup. Pink.
That's pink.
What's the McDonald's secret sauce? Thousand Island and mayonnaise or something?
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
thing is, it's
Like
a
on the-
secret.
Yeah, well, the word's out. The founder spilled the beans, and then he stole that guy's wife famously at the piano bar. Remember that scene?
Legendary.
God.
Ray Kroc. Shouts to
That's
him.
the name I was looking for. Adam, can we get the city of the future up before we get into our weekends and fun? I don't know if you guys have been following this, but our friends in Saudi Arabia, they
Are they our friends?
they're about to
Yeah,
launch.
they are.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Like, why wouldn't they be?
Oh no.
Why would they be, Dave? How many Saudis are you friendly with?
Our president fist bumped the MBS.
Well, there's
that-
monkeypox and stuff out there. You got to be careful. You
Do
don't
you
want
want
to
to
shake hands.
Hey, do y'all want to get in some early monkeypox takes before it? Because we had the early COVID takes that didn't age well.
I had some of those on Backdoor Cover. I was there. They were bad. I deleted the episodes.
Yeah. Do you have any monkeypox takes
I have
you
no
want to get out in
monkeypox.
front of?
So some of my very H coworkers keep saying that monkeypox is only sexually transmitted. Is that true?
No, I
No,
think
I
it
don't
is.
think so.
It can be because it's like by touching, but I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about it to speak intelligently. So of course, let's talk about it.
That's what this podcast is.
It's pretty much what we do. When people ask what this podcast is about, I'm like, look, you're not going to learn anything. And if
So-
you learn something, it's nothing useful.
Let's talk about our friends in Saudi Arabia. Because I don't even want to start on monkeypox.
Okay.
It's like chicken pox, but instead of chicken, it's monkey.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Did you have chicken pox as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you have to take an oatmeal bath or whatever?
I don't remember what we did, but is that a thing anymore? Parks never had it.
No, there's a imagine this. There's a vaccine that works.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And so people don't have chickenpox anymore.
It was like
know.
a rite of passage growing up. You get it once, you never get it again.
Yeah, and people are
Kinda
taking moms are taking candy out of one kid's mouth and put them in the other so they can get them sick at the same time.
Everyone
That
in
was
the
a thing.
house gets chicken pox. Let's get it over with. Okay.
whole squad got the pox.
Yeah, whole squad on that pox shit.
Yeah, I remember getting chicken pox. I can remember when my parents had someone come over to try to get it from me because I was sick and like
That's so weird.
it was weird. Looking
Yeah.
back on it, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Sick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Monkeypox, though, huh?
Saudi Arabia.
So what's this city? It's a
they're-
concept for a new city.
They're building an entire city along a single line, 100 miles long and just 200 meters wide.
That is vehicle-less. No cars.
Correct.
It's
100% renewable energy.
call
Part
it
of our
the
green
line.
initiative. They're calling it the Green New Deal, Micah.
How do you get from one
Hold
side
on.
to the other? Is there a train?
Probably some kind of tram situation. Wow.
But if it's only 200 meters wide, that's 2 football fields. That's not a lot of.
That's why it's called a line. It's just like a.
Why wouldn't you
Look
make
at the pictures.
No,
man.
I mean, I'm looking at the picture. I
this
just-
is weird.
I don't understand how this works.
Flanked by 500-meter high mirrored walls, officials say the megastructure will offer up to 9 million residents a temperate climate and short commutes, all powered by 100% renewable energy.
Hey, sign me up, man. The traffic here, jeez.
Climate controlled? This heat out here, Dave, it's killing me.
You know, the Saudis are famous for, for a lot of things, but also for air conditioning the outside,
Correct.
which is ironic. So I guess they're just going to put it all inside, climate controlled. It's good.
I mean,
I
I'm
support.
intrigued.
I support the city of the future. This is nice.
Really cool. There's some of the other things I don't support, like the
like what? For
like the
example?
like live golf. Like I'm just a PGA diehard, man. You know me, man. I'm
You're
PGA
loyal.
through
You're
and through.
loyal to the professional golfers of America.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. As a guy who used to play junior PGA golf tournaments against Hunter Mahan.
Is there anything else maybe that you don't support of theirs? Like,
No, I mean,
Their
like I
involvement in
understand that
anything?
fossil fuels are an important part of our economy and the world economy, but like I mean, just transitioning out of that, maybe down the road,
What
maybe like
about
a Green New
anything
Deal,
like-
like a.
Don't look at me when you say Green New
No,
Deal.
I just
like
wanted
that.
to see what you thought.
oh, you oppose it?
No, what
Wow.
what else do you oppose about the Saudi
anything
Arabian regime?
Like,
I don't know. Just
like such
I'm a big
as-
human rights guy.
You're a big human rights guy.
You know that
else?
about me.
What else?
I've done some work for Amnesty
Hey,
International.
What else?
9/11.
I'm doing the wind horse thing.
9/11.
That's good.
9/11.
I thought you were doing Two Towers here.
Oh, well, that
Okay.
plays, that plays as well.
Jeez.
Famously not standing anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I realized the other day?
Why
Speaking
is that?
of Windhurst and the Saudis.
Yeah.
You know,
is he going to live too?
if they started a live for basketball, Kyrie and Kevin Durant would be the first 2 players to sign up.
Windhorse
Why can't
100% gets the bag from live basketball. He goes over there and just
Why is that?
does what he wants.
Don't tell me for a second Kyrie went go take the bag.
Kyrie would, but why KD?
I don't know why. It just seems like it would fit. If there was an alternative, he would be there.
The more I scroll into this, I just don't think this is going
Should we
this
relocate
is not
to
going to be
the line?
it's not going to be ready in our lifetime.
No.
Maybe not even in our kids' lifetime. This is dystopian.
It's kind of sick.
Interesting.
100 miles.
Why
That's
is
a
that?
long way, man. That's a long way.
There are water canals throughout that it would appear.
If you have so much money as a country that you just start a golf league that is never going to turn a profit, and you just are like start doing bits with city planning, like you know what? It's a skyscraper city, and it's 100 miles long. Like, what should we be worried about the economy of Saudi Arabia? I know they've got the oil thing going for them, but I don't know.
They're in the
man.
venture capital space too.
I've read
They're
a lot
trying to
of-
diversify.
I've read a lot of business books, something I do often, and this
Okay.
is what they would call a shiny object, right? You read
I
that.
would say this is a very shiny object.
You
yeah.
read that book.
Yeah, it's got mirrored walls. Dave.
Yeah, it's figuratively
By
speaking, of
definition.
course.
Actually, in both sense.
All right.
I mean,
Hey, before we get to this weekend in fun, I have a segment I'd like to propose to you, Dave.
Okay.
Did you write on the rundown?
Oh, is this your pitch to the listeners?
Yes, this is my pitch
Please
to
hit
the
us with
backers,
it.
and I think you guys are going to like this. I've spent a lot of time thinking about it. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the Tony Kornheiser show, the podcast that he
Sure.
does, and he has an ongoing bit with Steve Sands, who's a Golf Channel reporter. Steve Sands' family owns a liquor store, and in the back of the liquor store, they have a cheese counter called Les Cheeseries. And for some reason, this just became something that happened. And now Steve Sands, anytime he goes out to any tournament in the world or he's in an airport, people walk up to him and yell or say Les Cheeseries to him. And it's just sort of a greeting. And it's a little wink that I know what, about your cheese. And also that, I'm a Tony Kornheiser show listener. You're a guest. that sort of thing. So this has been something that I've been thinking about, that you guys need an equivalent situation other than strangers yelling "fuck you, Dorn"
Yeah, that gets
in public spaces.
We
Like,
got to
that's-
bring back the forums.
It's a little inappropriate at times.
and it's
You're with
also
your
like
family.
you're at El Rancho on a Friday night, the whole squad's there, and somebody who's a backer would like to come say hi or would like to acknowledge, like, hey, I'm a fan of the show, whatever, without kind of, there's four, you guys are here, the wives, it's a lot, it's intimidating, you don't want to interrupt them.
You got to propose a catchphrase here?
No, I'm going to propose a gesture, because this happened to me the other day. I was walking to yoga. I was walking down the street. No, we're not throwing it low. We were walking down the street, and a woman said, "Hey, Micah," and I turned, and we had already walked past each other, and she said, "Big fan." And I was like, "I'm late to yoga, but thank you."
Where are you doing yoga these days?
All over the place, actually. If you read Micah's Read of the Week, the newsletter,
Yeah.
I tell you exactly
I
where
always
I did yoga.
open it so you get
I was
the
at
view.
Sear Sauna in Dripping Springs this
Big of you,
weekend.
Dave.
I went twice. Anyway,
He clicks through.
I
that-
do.
That counts for something, the open rate. Anyway,
Yeah.
my proposal is that you guys need, instead of yelling something, instead of something that's obnoxious, that's embarrassing, you just have a gesture.
Do you have one to suggest, or
I
is that
do,
something we have
and
to?
I'm not so okay. I think that the idea is much more important than it's better. It's a good idea, and I'm not sure the gesture is good, but here's what it is. It's the Pat Riley run out the clock
The finger
circle
twirl.
gesture.
No, that's the Micah
That's
wrap
the
it up
Micah you
podcast.
guys
is
have been
done.
talking
no,
for
that's
too long.
this. This is
Just a little more vertical.
it's
No,
a vertical
Micah,
version of this. No, I hadn't even thought about that.
You used to drive me insane. You should do it every episode.
We'd be
all
like
right,
30
guys,
minutes in, and Micah's ready to
all
wrap
right,
up the
guys,
show.
This show sucks. Let's just get it
Like,
over with.
you guys are clearly done. You have no more content. You're just
Yeah, you shoot
vamping.
from the hip. And Dave would he would extend episodes just to
Oh,
piss
he'd
you
make it
off.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
He'd bring up absolutely nothing just to keep the clock running.
Okay. So
Finger
what do you think
twirl.
of the gesture?
I'm not doing this back to someone.
It's like you want to order another round of drinks.
I just think that would be good if you're at the other side of if you're on the number 6 tee box and you see Dylan and Dave on the green at 9 or whatever,
This is Kaiser.
Finger twirls for the boys.
and you just hit them with a finger twirl, just an acknowledgement that I see you, I follow you, I like you, whatever. And it's easier than screaming "fuck you, Dorn."
Is it?
That's the universal signal for let's get another round of drinks.
Okay.
Which is
Might
a
be-
chill vibe.
Might be problematic in a restaurant or bar environment if you're not ready. To
Okay,
pay
like
for
I
it.
said, maybe we put this out to the backers and they can come up with something that's more appropriate. I think a nonverbal symbol of acknowledgement is important. That's all I'm saying.
I think when you
And
see
then-
Dylan
and just-
out,
this is a circle. That's why I came up with this, but it doesn't necessarily.
circle back.
I mean, it could be like this. You could throw up the Oregon O.
I was going to do the Darius Miles antenna raise.
That's not bad.
What about just the gritty, man? You've seen Dave's gritty? He's really good
We've
at
all
it.
seen Dave's gritty. Yeah, it's on my timeline as much
Look
as
at him. He's doing it now.
I'm thumbnail chasing.
Wow, he is. Write that down, Adam.
That's only part of it. There's much more to it.
So I'll just open it up to the backers.
Okay. You know what?
I've spent this has taken a large part of my brain for several weeks thinking about pitching this to you guys. So thank you for letting me share.
I kind of like the Micah wrap it up. Sorry, it's part of the universe.
What if we turn it to the side like you used to do?
Well, see, I didn't think about it in tribute to me, but this would be a way to continue my legacy moving forward.
Yeah,
Your legacy's alive and doing quite
Well, thank
well,
you.
I think.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
well, good.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
All right. I'll let you guys and the backers work through the particulars, but just know if I see you and you start throwing this up, I acknowledge you. I'll send one back.
This is going to happen this weekend. Next time we're at Matt's El Rancho eating quesadillas, it's going to happen. Did you see that TikTok about Matt's? Did it upset you?
I did not see the TikTok.
This guy did not have a favorable opinion of Matt's El Rancho. Said there's too many tipsy old people walking around. And I was like, you are at a Tex-Mex joint, my man.
kind of
That's
the
the
appeal,
whole
fam.
reason you go.
It's kind of why we're here. Anyway,
I think he was talking about us specifically, actually.
yeah, I am 38 now.
You know-
Anyway,
you know, Camp Wilmommies have their event this weekend.
Oh yeah. Shouts to the Will Mommies. They're not local this time, right? They're
Nope.
in Tennessee
they're
or
out of state.
where did Randy tell me it was?
Hard to say. Not here.
Shouts to the Will Mummies.
Somewhere east.
You know, if you land at the airport and you can't identify the other Will Mommies, you could just throw the
There
little
it is.
circle.
Yeah, that's
Say
good.
just a little acknowledgement. Hey, I'm with you.
Very cool. Let's do our This Weekend in Fun presented by Busy Hard Seltzer.
Ooh.
Keep the vibe going. That's essential. Like this weekend,
You got to think the Will Mummies are
the
going to
one thing I'm going to do is just
John,
try to keep the vibe going.
absolute vibe out there at Camp Will Mummies.
Busy's passing the summer vibe to you, Dylan. All summer long, you can grab a can of Vizzy and visit VizzyHardSeltzer.com/wash to enter your info for a chance to instantly win a $20 prepaid card that can be used towards Vizzy when you pass the vibes to your friends. Even if you don't win instantly, you can enter the sweeps for a chance to win $599 that can be used towards Vizzy for an entire year. That's a good deal.
That is a good deal.
I'm probably going to enter myself.
I think you should. I don't see what's going to hurt nobody.
Hurts nobody, grows the economy, if anything. Vizzy Hard Seltzer passes the vibe check with its bold and delicious fruit flavors. What are you drinking on these days, Dylan? What's your fave?
Ooh, I'm still stuck on all the lemonades, Dave. Simply
Yeah.
cannot get enough. Love the lemonades. Love the watermelon flavors. But I also do quite enjoy the mimosas.
The mimosa's the new one, and I've been dabbling in that. Had one yesterday, actually, up here. You can check that post out at Too Much Dip on Instagram if you'd like. But yeah, try them all. Like I said, lemonade is goated, but the mimosa is very good too. And most importantly, it passes the summer vibe check. Here's how to keep your vibes going. Remember, go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed to enter for a chance to win. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. No purchase necessary. Ends August 15th, 2022. All 50 U.S. states and DC, 21 and older only. Void where prohibited. For rules, go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/passthevibes.
Is vibes spelled with an S or a Z?
An S. That's pretty important. So thank you.
Oh.
Wait, Dylan said it was a Z. It is an S?
Oh, I'm
It's an
sorry.
S.
The copy they spell it with a Z, but in the actual thank you, in the URL, it is an S.
Okay,
An
just
S,
checking.
Yes.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't have any plans.
No, this is the best.
Yeah, I got nothing. I will say
Might be a theme on this.
I would love for the fellas to come out to the drip sometime soon, and we can hang by the pool.
Do you have a pool?
My signal,
Yeah.
my signal is strong. My battery's charged, but yet I don't see an invitation coming through.
I've
so-
got to talk to the wife. She doesn't really. We still don't have some furniture. We're waiting. Supply chain. Am I right? But we're loving our new home. We do have a great community pool. I've got a grill lined up, or I've got a grill with a gas line. It's very nice. One of the.
Oh,
It's proper, as the kids might say. And last weekend, I went to High Rum, which is a rum place across the street from my house.
High Rum.
Yes,
That
and
sounds lit.
it was quite
Is it a
lit.
cool place?
Yeah, I was like, I don't drink
Can I go
rum
with
very
you?
often. Yeah,
I
we
love
should do
rum.
it. We should do it. So maybe we drink some rum this weekend.
Let's do rum Saturday.
You think I won't drink some fucking rum?
I think you probably will.
Rum in the drip?
I'm gonna need Caitlin to shave my back before I go to the pool with Dylan
Okay.
because he's there to put on a
Good.
show.
No, I'm not in great shape these days.
Have you guys see you guys work out? Y'all are in good shape. I just do yoga. One thing I will be doing is yoga this weekend. But I have a friend who made the move to long sleeve, just the long sleeve swim shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's using this because he says that he's having a skincare risk or a skin cancer risk.
But is he also putting on some LBs?
I think it's just a dad bod situation.
Oh.
But he was like, I love it. I'm never going back. And so I'm thinking about making that move.
Wait, this is
I'll
not.
support you.
This is at the pool and not yoga.
No, this is at the pool. I don't pop top at yoga.
I do. Remember when we did yoga together in NOLA and both got COVID?
Yeah, that was cool.
That's
until
pretty
the
much.
COVID.
That's where we got it, right? It had to.
It was
be.
the only thing that you and I did together.
I did sit next to you as we ate a pig's
What's
head.
Coach Bobby's problem, man? What's that guy's deal?
You know what? I'll ask him.
Tell him I said
I'll ask-
that.
He's a professional golfer now.
Oh, yeah?
Is he actually making money playing golf?
He's not making money, but that is his profession. He is trying to make it on tour. And now that the Saudis are giving out that money, there's some additional spots available.
Coach Bobby to live confirmed.
We played some pickleball a couple weeks ago. He's a very good player.
Very cool. Shout out to the our friend the dentist or orthodontist,
Yeah.
who
Gave us pickleball
came by the
sets.
Muggsy store and gave us pickleball sets.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I knew his the
It's
name,
wiffle
if I
pickleball.
knew the name of his practice, I would shout it out, but unfortunately, I can't.
He's a pediatric
Pediatric orthodontist.
orthodontist.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
shout out to him. Dylan, man, can you top that?
I can't, unfortunately.
I actually am playing pickleball this weekend. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. Our friends over at Outdoor Voices are putting on a pickleball clinic thing on Saturday at Dreamland, which is the home of Major League Pickleball, famously in Dripping Springs. There's going to be free drinks. It's going to be a good time. So
That
I'll be
sounds-
there. You
that
guys
sounds
Go to
quite
that.
lit.
That's
Might have
something
to
I would
invite you
go
guys,
to.
yeah.
I need to do stuff like that.
Sounds litty.
Indeed, I've
Will
got
Ty
extra
Haney be
paddles.
there?
Probably not.
That's too bad. Yeah, Friday I'm going to step out with Bay. We're going to do dinner. Don't even know where yet.
Wow, let's go.
somewhere
Bay is his wife, Micah.
Bay's
Yes,
my wife.
yes, I've met her.
You,
That's
of course, were famously at my wedding.
hopefully it wasn't too famous, but yeah.
Infamously.
Saturday, I am driving Parks out to Marble Falls to Camp Longhorn.
Oh,
He's going there for
is
his,
he Inks Lake or is
he's
he
going there for his interview.
Oh, my
They take
gosh.
it quite seriously, from what I understand. It's competitive, and so we got a little Camp Longhorn hat.
Give him a
83,
bid.
which is the newest of the sites.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a
it's
third
like
site.
next door to Inks Lake, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Former,
so he'll go out there.
I'm a former lifetime Longhorn.
Are you a former? You went to Camp Longhorn?
Yes.
Which one?
Inks Lake, the original.
Okay. I'll throw the deuce then. While
We should also shout out our friend Mark Allen, who's headed to Camp Longhorn here in a couple days to pick up his daughter. She's a camper. Maybe you guys should carpool.
Maybe I'll run into.
Feel a little slighted he has not contacted me, but that's fine.
So yeah, he's gonna be interviewed, which
He's gonna
sounds
kill it.
intimidating, but
He'll be
doesn't,
fine.
You know,
He went viral
yeah,
vicariously through you.
all it has to do is show the tweet. Really,
That's
that's really all I have, man. It should be a pretty low key weekend, I think, for the Shivery household. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Dave, how about you?
I got really nothing going on. As I stated earlier, I'm 38. Just kind of taking it easy. Maybe this will be the weekend. You know, last week was my birthday. Turned 38 again. And I figured, why not just take a weekend off? Maybe if Micah invites me out to Dripping Springs, I'll go. I will go,
You gonna go
actually.
drink rum in the drip.
I will go drink rum in Dripping Springs should you offer.
Okay.
If I were to do that, and like, what if I needed a place to crash? Where could I do that?
We have extra bedrooms. Here's the thing about being a homeowner. And I would love to help your listeners
Oh, okay.
achieve homeownership
Here we go.
at micahwiener.com. It's really a joy. I've got an extra bedroom. Actually, I have 3 extra bedrooms right now because, it's just my wife and I in a 4-bedroom home. So yes, Dylan, you can sleep on a bed, on the couch if you feel more comfortable, whatever you want. On the floor, it doesn't bother me.
How about that? micahwiener.com is
Schedule
live.
your risk-free consultation today. You can call me. We will chat.
How did Jared never acquire MicahWiener.com?
It's a great question.
God, that would.
I also own SaveWithMicah.com.
That's even better.
So
This is
you can go there as well.
beautiful.
You're putting off a little bit of Saul vibes with your mortgage lending, in a good way.
Thanks, I guess. I'm
No,
unfamiliar with
you're
the
a
reference.
promoter. You're a promoter. It's
Thank you.
good. Hey, we've got a special guest joining us. This is a person who is an intern here, and he has decided to inject himself into the show by saying, "Hey, I need a couple minutes to do a bit." So, without further ado, it's Abby.
Hello. Hey, guys. So,
Hey, move the mic down so people can see that handsome face. There you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
good-looking
guys.
kid here.
thank
It
you.
is, isn't it?
Appreciate you guys.
Good
So, my bit, I asked my friend group, what should I do? And they came up with a lot of different ideas. So, I'm just going to go through each one really fast.
Okay.
And then we can go from there.
Okay.
First one was about kind of controversial. Not going to go into it, but about reproductive rights. Not doing that
Yeah. Let's not do
Okay.
that one.
one. Explain why the dress was actually white and gold. It wasn't white and gold.
Remember
that
the
thing?
dress? It was
What was
viral.
the actual color of
It
it?
was blue and black.
Like officially?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that your opinion? or
No,
you saying,
no,
okay.
come on.
Because there was an actual color of the dress.
Objectively, Dylan.
When I went through it, the article did say it was a blue and black
Blue and black.
dress.
People saw white and gold
Yeah.
or blue and black.
You know,
Yeah.
Dylan is
Weird.
famously colorblind.
famously.
Really?
Yeah.
It's true
What
story.
What did you see?
I was just very confused. No, I could see both ways.
Yeah.
Pretty
Dylan was like the
clearly.
golden retriever at a computer, just like looking at the monitor.
That meme is actually.
I remember
so
that. That
funny.
was a fun day.
The dress one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some good arguments.
He was in like
yesterday.
7th grade.
Yeah, we used
I
to
was
work
middle
together.
school.
We were in,
We were
a
adults.
decade into our career, and
Yeah.
you were in middle school. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay, let's see what else. Then I said, if you give me a good idea, I'll give you a shout out. Still no good ideas.
Good.
There's a story about my friend. They came to visit me up in New York, and he threw up at a comedy show. It was an improv show, and we were second row. Throws up everywhere.
Ooh.
3 of our friends leave. Me and another one, we stay because we didn't throw up. We want to see
Right.
how they're going to
You
improv.
paid good money.
Improv this show. So he leaves, and then they just make fun of him the rest of the show,
Yep.
which is awesome.
That's what you got to do. That's like low hanging
Exactly.
fruit at that
Yeah,
point.
it was easy for them.
Sounds like a good worst of story.
Yeah, dude.
Was he drunk?
Yeah, dude. He was drunk, and then first time taking Zens, so he puts in 2.
Oh,
You know, and
Come
he
on,
was.
man.
what are you
I know,
doing, man?
I know.
Don't do
Bad.
that
And
shit.
he's a
Wait,
big
is-
dude,
Oh,
too.
you don't mess with that shit.
What's
know.
what's a Zen?
Good.
Is that like a Xanax?
No, it was it's like the pouches, nicotine pouches. It's like
Oh.
dip.
I thought you said
Oh,
Zans.
No.
That would be
I was like,
really
no,
really
hell no.
reckless.
Not my
I didn't know how full throttle you
Not
guys
me.
went.
Oh, no,
man.
and
Kids.
Are you guys familiar with Zen?
No.
The Zoomers. This is like they're
Oh, come on
everywhere.
now. All right.
Are you not a
a
Zoomer?
little older than that?
You are okay.
Abby's
You don't look at
34.
I called you a good-looking kid a minute ago, so I apologize.
No,
You're
That
an
was
adult.
very
I'm sorry.
patronizing.
Totally messing
Yeah, I
with
did
you.
not mean that in a
Totally
patronizing
Wait,
manner.
what generation are you?
See, one is me and my guys were hanging out. This is sophomore year, and we were watching like MasterChef Junior, right? And this kid couldn't boil an egg. I'm like, if you're on the show, you can boil an egg. I'm like, I can do that. So with a crowd, I boiled an egg, and it was perfect. So that was one story.
That's pretty impressive.
It was pretty.
When's the
sweet.
bit start here?
Yeah, what is
I
the
think we're
bit
in the
that you're
middle
just
of it.
reading
I'm
from
just-
your group text?
Yeah, I'm basically.
Okay, this
I mean,
might have legs.
I-
Wait, did you tell your group chat about the time that you boiled an egg? Is that how that
No,
worked?
they were telling me about it. They said,
Oh,
you can talk-
it was
you can-
so memorable.
It was so.
Wow,
memorable.
I bet your
how
group chat
high
is
were you
fun.
the
guys?
crowd was just twirling their fingers
was-
vertically.
It was kind of like that, low key. Let's see. There's not much else.
Okay, good.
There's a segment that I can do about like people that are washed right now. I think Jerry Jones is up there.
Oh, you've,
No,
you've
and
come to the right
He
place.
did
sir.
have to apologize.
Yeah,
yesterday.
exactly. He called
Yeah.
little people the M word. Not okay.
Damn.
It's an outdated word.
Outdated word. And that's all I had.
Did he
really.
apologize?
He
He
did.
did apologize.
Oh, I'm
He put
sure.
out a
I'm sure
statement,
it was
yeah.
a good apology. I'm sure it really got to.
Well,
the
I'm sure
point.
he wrote the statement himself.
Did he apologize to the people who, if they were offended?
I apologize to those.
I'm
who
sorry
may
you're
have been
offended,
It
but
was like the association of like little people that came out and like what he said was wrong. And Jerry Jones responded.
what I said and what I do and what I don't. That's my Jerry. It's not good. Hey, Abby, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Thank you.
All
Good
right.
work here. This is your last week on the internship.
Last week.
Thank you.
Hey, we're gonna miss you,
Wow.
Bobby.
Nice to
Miss
meet you,
guys,
Abby.
too.
You've done a great
Nice meeting you
job,
too.
man.
Thank you.
Good bit.
Do you want to plug your social media or anything?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, no.
No, you can if you want. I don't care.
It's your last shot. Go for it. You talk into the microphone.
Abanov 2_ pal on Instagram, ABHINAV. All right.
Okay.
There it is.
About to
That's our
blow
guy,
up.
man. That's our guy.
I like that kid.
quite the bit there.
Whew. What a
Just
show.
list
He's
of
Generation
ideas.
Z, but he's not a Zoomer.
Yeah, what is going I was very confused.
It's just a nickname for generations.
So he just wanted to get on the mic and he wanted
he
just
to call up-
crowdsourced it.
He wanted to call up to the big leagues. And
He got called up
yeah.
and he just let his boys do the lifting.
He threw everything he had.
that egg story was lit, though.
He boiled an egg. That's the name of the show
And
today.
everyone was
Abby
so
boiled
like,
an egg.
oh my God, Avi.
Well, fun show.
Pretty easy to boil an egg, is it not?
Yeah, just boiling water and an egg.
That's what those are the key ingredients. Water
Yeah.
and egg. Cool.
Micah, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun.
It says here producer Adam Sindoff.
Yeah. I think this might be the last show producer Adam does producing, and I just wanted to say thank you
Yes.
for your time spent here at Wash Media. You've been a pleasure to work with. I hope our paths cross down the line. I don't know if I could give you time for a bit. I don't know how you can top what Abby just did. I didn't really prep you for it.
Have you ever boiled an egg before?
Yeah, tell us if you boiled an egg or not.
I have not ever boiled an egg. I'm a fried egg guy. It's really interesting. It's a great way to close off my time here at Wash Media.
No, but
Thank
really,
you for having me.
Thank you for all the hard work, Adam. You started off as an intern. How long ago was that?
2 years?
No, it was I started last May.
Last May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and Timo.
A little over a year. Thank you for everything, man. You've been awesome. So yeah, I echo everything Dave said. Sure,
Fantastic.
our paths will hopefully cross at some point. Sure they will.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Micah, again, thank you. Dylan, hey, thanks for dealing with me hosting over here. I think you guys, I
You've done a fine job.
was a little
baby.
jealous of the chemistry they had on that side, but
It's my guy.
no, they're fist
It's my
bumping.
dog right here.
Which one's Biden? Which one's MBS? Just kidding. Topical stuff. Love politics. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.